Hi Pixies, welcome back to my channel. I'm Minxie and today we're going to be doing Stitch's yard. So the original plan was to do like a really big kind of like elaborate um sunken yard for Stitches, but the problem is that when I was trying to work out the build, it was actually gonna get in the way of the museum build that I have planned because I still need to do the museum. So instead, I decided that I'm just going to add Stitches to the pumpkin patch. I am going to extend it just a bit so that I can have Stitches all set up and then do something really small for his yard. So I don't anticipate this video being very long. Um,
Okay, Pixies. So I was rambling a bit there, but yeah, this video should not be too long. It doesn't seem like it will be. So, I literally, like I said, just am extending the cliff here where Stitches is going to be, and um, I actually really like what I did. You'll hear me like freak out about it at the end. But yeah, basically, I'm just building the cliff here, and I was at first like really disappointed that it wasn't going to be like this sunken mushroom kingdom thingy that I had in my mind. But literally, if I was to build it any more past the peninsula, like any more past the peninsula, I wouldn't have had enough room to do what I wanted to do for the museum. And I still kind of want the museum to be sunken. So I don't really know how that's going to work because I really don't want the museum at the front of the island. That is one of the biggest things that I knew from a fact, that I was not going to have the museum at the front, at the front end of the island. Now, I wanted it to be in the back because I know that the rest of the villagers are gonna have to be in the front, and I'm thinking of like ways to make little neighborhoods for said villagers. Like there are some spots in front of the Bunny Twins like area that like I was thinking it would be really cute to have some villagers there because I have a double bridge moment happening, and I was wondering like how I'm gonna make that happen or whatever. So my brain is still playing with ideas there. Um so yeah, like for the most part, the museum is just going to be at the back, and hopefully I can figure that out by the time I'm ready to work on it. Like, but that's going to have to be sooner rather than later because we're already on day 12. Oh my God, we're already on day 12. Like, how did we even get here? Like, it's almost done. Almost, right? Like, I'm almost halfway there, which is crazy. But here I'm just laying down the path for Stitches. At first it was going to be the stone path that I saved, but I decided against it. And I basically just wrapped the path around the entire side of Stitches area, right around that little sunken little area there. And I had to move a bunch of trees around because I had planted some trees earlier and I really liked them there. But when I finally got the idea to just put Stitches on the top on the top instead of at the bottom, I was like, well, I'm gonna have to move some of these trees. And that's what I did. And I was actually struggling a little bit with this wooden plank path that I'm using because like what the heck? Sometimes I just can't figure it out no matter how hard I try. And I've been using this path for like forever. Like for forever. And I think I even made some small tweaks to it afterward because like what the heck am I even doing right now? Like what like I don't know what's happening. You don't know what's happening. We just don't know what's happening. And honestly, it was really annoying because I was trying to make it work and it just wasn't working. And today was low-key a little stressful because I had some coffee and I had like fully caffeinated coffee today, and it really, really messed with my anxiety today. So everything was just like at 1,000. So I really felt like I had to push through this build because I thought there's no way I can do it today. But after a couple of breathing techniques and a bear hug from my friend, like whenever I have like anxiety attacks like this, I have him like hug me as tight as humanly possible to help me like get my breathing under control, which is why it's like I really think I should get my hands on a weighted blanket. But yeah, he helped me kind of recenter myself and reground myself, and then I came back and finished this build, which was great because I ended up loving it. And I'm a little sad though that I have some spooky fencing, right? and I can't even use it because I don't like how it looks with anything on the island. So I had to opt for the simple wooden fencing, and I didn't like the lattice fencing either, or the, that really tall boarded one, the vertical board one. Don't like that much either. I did experiment with all of them at some point, but no. So the simple wooden fencing is where I have to go, and I wanted to be sure that I still incorporated some type of mushroom, I was going to say mushroom moment, but I guess that's the best way to explain it. Like mushroom moment on Stitch's yard, since he is in the mushroom patch. I guess it wouldn't have made sense if I didn't use any mushrooms because, like I said, it's the mushroom patch. So yeah, it's funny how like before you can find a moment to like recenter yourself when you're going through a bunch of like anxiety and panic attacks, that like everything just seems so impossible. So I'm actually really happy that I was able to get have someone with me for a second so I could recenter myself so that we can get this build done, because let me tell you guys, I was really really happy about this. So anyway, me placing this little pink path down, I cannot believe I cannot remember what I even did. And I literally just did this. I keep saying this, but like I can't remember what I did. Oh my God, what did I even do? I put this path down, I know that, and then I put a mushroom on top of it. Yes, like the large mushroom platforms. Cutest items ever. If you have not used them, please use them because they are like so cute. And you can customize them with the customization kits. You don't have to go to Harv's or anything like that. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. But I really like this build. Actually made me realize that I don't have any decoy ducks whatsoever, like none, like whatsoever. And it's a little frustrating because I was like, oh, it'd be really cute here, some decoy ducks on a pond or whatever. And nope, don't have a decoy duck. And I had to opt for a mum cushion, I think. But anyway, I am happy that I went for the spooky carriage instead in the orange instead of the white, because I have like 1,000 in white, but the orange one, I have like 1 or 2 in orange, and I think that was a good decision. I'm gonna get some more in yellow and green as well, because I feel like that would be nice to have in certain spots. And I'm also trying to figure out what's happening on the peninsula, but I'm pretty sure that's still going to be the campsite, so I don't have to do anything crazy with that. And I really wanted to make sure that there were pumpkins in the area and all of that good stuff. So yeah, you guys, there really isn't much to this build. I feel like I'm saying that all the time, but there really isn't much to this build. It's like really just me experimenting and trying a bunch of different things. And like, I was trying to be a little bit more intentional about which items I was placing, because I didn't want to overwhelm the area with too much of one color. There's a lot of white going on this side, so I opted for the pink main path that I've been using, the eyeball one, because I just felt like it would just add some color, but not like an excessive amount in this area, because I'm using the dark path and stuff. And then I had to go grab a bunch of flowers and all of that. So that was really it for the most part. And honestly, I'm not gonna say that I like the eyeball path in this particular corner. I don't know. I'm not crazy about it. I do like it, but I'm not crazy about it. So maybe I will have to come back and make some adjustments, maybe add some more things once I get some decoy ducks in here. Then I should have an easier time, because the fact that I don't have any decoy ducks right now is really irritating. Like, why? But I have hay beds. Like, I have the hay bed DIY. Why do I have hay beds, but I don't have decoy ducks? And this is a spring island. Granted, it's a spring Halloween island, but ducks, there are ducks that don't migrate, that stay in the winter and the fall and stuff like that. So we're like, what? Hello? In my head, the ducks migrate to this island, okay? I'm spending way too much time on this. That's where my brain is. I'm so mad about these ducks, you guys. But I'm just like trying to work out like if there is anything that I could change about this area. I'm kind of wishing that they had like I was thinking of like a horse item, but I know they have a rocking horse, but I'm thinking of like a black horse statue, so I could do something along the lines of like the headless horseman kind of vibe. That'd be really cool. I know they have like a scary, like a spooky scarecrow, but honestly, I only have one of those and I haven't had like felt the need to use it either. So, I just don't know. But I don't even know where I was going with that whole tangent. But I finally got some mush partitions in here. Let me tell you guys. I was like, how do I have a sunken mushroom patch and no mush partitions? That should be like a crime. And also, I didn't use any of my mush stools, so I will be going back and adding more. I have to get different colors. I'm going to customize a bunch and just add them in and around the area. And I'm realizing now that I didn't put any food on that table, but I guess it's fine because I didn't need anything anyway. Like, it's fine the way it is. Like not everything has to have food on it, but at the same time, every table needs to have food on it. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? I don't think I'm making sense at all. I feel like I jumped between like 67,000 topics already. So with that being said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just bow out for now. You guys enjoy the rest of the video. I will see all of you lovely people later. Enjoy.
Okay, everyone, and that is a wrap on today's video. I was so scared about this build, but oh my god, I think it's so unbelievably cute. I just love how this whole area is turning out, and thank you to all the people that were like, it is okay to use the darker colored items for builds because I was literally losing my mind. As you guys already know. And you guys were totally right. So thank you for all the advice. I appreciate it so, so much. And I don't want to get like too crazy, but I think that this is my favorite yard that I've done so far. Yeah, the Bunny Twins yard is absolutely amazing and beautiful, and I love it. But I love this one. It's just so cute. I just can't not. Like, it's just so cute. I love it so much, and I'm so happy with the way it turned out. With this being like this little sunken part right here is like kind of separated from the rest of the sunken mushroom patch, and I just adore it. So, yeah, thank you guys again for joining me today. I will see you guys later. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.